with a bold crackdown on top of an impending lockdown. Just hours before a new regional stay-at-home order is set to take place, leaders in Nevada City unanimously approved fines for people not following mask guidelines.
Police officers will be allowed to enforce the policy. CBS 13's Steve Large is live for us in Nevada City tonight with the controversial COVID law. Steve.
Well, you know, we've heard sheriff's departments up and down the state say over and over again they will not enforce the state's COVID-19 guidelines. The police here now will, and the protests have already started. Banging drums and barking chants of "We will not consent." A small and loud group of protesters gathered outside a closed Nevada City Hall as council met via Zoom to vote on enforcing the state face covering mandate with civil citations enforced by police. Fines would start at $100 for a first violation.
And there's a bunch of people who feel like, you know, they believe that masks are bad for you, that the COVID isn't real.
Nevada City Mayor Erin Minette says she's hopeful the new enforcement tool will help stop the COVID spread.
And for Nevada County, for the longest time, we had literally one death and hardly any cases. But all of a sudden, those are skyrocketing.
There have now been 1,800 total cases and 19 deaths across the county. Nevada City's police chief, Chad Ellis, voiced concern over the enforcement ordinance and warned he would send it to the Police Officers Association attorney to determine the constitutionality of it.
So I can tell you that law enforcement, throughout the state, they're concerned about it.
Signs posted up and down Nevada City's Broad Street show businesses asking people to wear masks if they go indoors. How the enforcement option will now play out remains to be seen.
I hate to see that have to go to that direction.
I love this place. I hope that we figure it all out together.
A city facing a COVID-19 crisis and a council declaring face covering education is not enough, giving its police the power of face covering enforcement. This urgency ordinance goes into effect right away. And a reminder, the state guidelines say that anytime you leave your home, everyone is required to wear a face covering, although there are a long list of exemptions.